When I first played Cyberpunk 2077, it was a very different time. In fact, it was the worst time to play it because it was at launch, when it was a broken mess. Now that I return to this dystopian future to enjoy its new Phantom Liberty DLC, it's very clear how much it's improved. Update 2.0 is a complete game changer, and while I did love my time with it back in the day in January 2021, almost 3 years later, this game is what it's meant to be. And on top of checking out the smaller stuff like the Cyberpunk Edgerunner stuff, I'm here for more V, more Johnny Silverhand, the introduction of Idris Elba as Solomon Reed, and more of that real ultimate character itself, Night City. So, with such a behemoth of an expansion, of course, we have new trophies to cover, and this new set of 13 trophies is pretty bold. There are trophies for new stuff to do in our new area, plus new ending related trophies. I can't wait to share those in particular. So enough talking, let's get this trophy braindance show going. This is Platinum Hunters New Game Plus, the show where we take a look at DLC and add-on trophy sets and games without platinum trophies. Don't forget to check out my trophy guide for the base game of Cyberpunk 2077. Even with update 2.0 changing the game quite drastically, this guide is still good. It will get you the platinum, no problem. And don't forget to subscribe for more trophy guide videos just like this one, because you might just find your next platinum trophy. I should have suspected this considering the way the main game is, but there are 6 missable trophies in this new 13 strong trophy set. They have to do with the endings of the DLC, so for the rest of the trophies you don't have to worry. The rest of them are either story related or trophies for new activities you get while you're in the new stomping grounds of Dogtown. So there are only 2 truly unmissable story trophies in this DLC, and you can get them very quickly at the beginning of this DLC. These are collected even before you get the ability to free roam our new district Dogtown. But once you do get out there and you're able to free roam this new dystopian playground, we have quite the number of trophies to get. The story, by the way, is excellent, and an incredible roller coaster ride of espionage, underground crime, and misaligned allegiances. Again, you're in control of V, and you make all the choices that could have consequences and not jive with everyone in your inner circle. Just as a heads up, I have left all of the ending trophies to the end of the guide just to try and curb spoilers, although it's going to be damn near impossible to do that when we talk about them. So we'll first cover the trophies you can get in Dogtown doing illegal and borderline illegal activities. Mostly illegal, let's be honest. Lots of illegal activity while completing every Dogtown gig to get the Dirty Deeds trophy. You get this from your new fixer, Mr. Hands, and to get this trophy you have to complete all 10 of his gigs. It's actually 9 that appear, but 1 is part of the main story. They will appear on the map gradually as you complete the main jobs, and they are the green case files that appear on the map around Dogtown. In fact, you will have them all on your map after you finish the main mission, Firestarter. In the main game, the smaller gigs got really annoying with how numerous they were and how little variation there was. But here, these gigs just feel like smaller side quests, and all of them are pretty interesting. Hey look, that's the Spear Hunter Susie. Cool. I really think they figured out less is more and did a fantastic job with all of these. For this next trophy, I never crossed paths with these mini bosses during my playthrough, but they are very much there, hidden from plain sight. Now we will fight Cybernetic Tooth and Nail to get the Judgment Day trophy by eliminating the 3 mini bosses from the increased criminal activity category. You might do a better job at finding them than me, but when you get close enough to one, you will see an icon with 3 blue skulls on your map, and you can go face off against these 3 mini-bosses and their crew. There are 3 of them to take down, and they are hidden in abandoned places you might not think to look in. I've got a video in the description to help you with the locations of the 3, and slaying each mini-boss will reward you handsomely with weapons and money. I think you should also go for this trophy at the very same time, because some of the stations are in fact in the 3 places where you fight those 3 mini-bosses. The trophy Relic Ruler for unlocking all perks in the Relic tree is up for grabs. Now the level cap went up from 50 to 60, but the Relic skill tree is not upgraded using the skill points you get from leveling up. No, the way you get Relic points is by finding these Relic stations scattered around Dogtown. When you get close to one, the Relic inside your head will start reacting, and the Relic station will appear on the map. Then you just have to go up to it, jack in to receive 1 Relic point. Then you can spend it in the Relic tree and work on collecting all the new abilities, which are actually pretty cool. Now you'll need a total of 15 points to spec into every ability, but there are only 9 Relic stations to find. Well, don't worry, you get 6 Relic points from the story, so you'll be able to get this trophy closer to the end of the story if you find all the Relic stations early. Then next is an interesting trophy if you read the trophy description. This said trophy is called Easy Come, Easy Go, and the description reads, quote, steal the Arasaka medical truck or deliver 10 vehicles to El Capitan, end quote. This trophy has an or in it, so at a glance it seems like you have some choice here, and you do, but here's how it works. Vehicles will randomly spawn in Dogtown or other parts of the world, and when you rob them, El Capitan will expect you to deliver them to his client. Well, you can do this 10 times to get the trophy and make things simple if you want to. But where the or comes in is that around the 8th successful drop-off, El Capitan will give you a side quest that asks you to steal an Arasaka medical truck and bring it to him, which is quite the challenge. So that's essentially the choice you get with this trophy. Either you do the last 2 deliveries or do this side quest instead. It's up to you. Although I found the medical truck mission quite fun. The choice is simply yours. Last trophy, before we start talking about endings, asks you to go buck wild on the streets, Grand Theft Auto style, and get your wanted level to the max. This will be for the trophy, the APB is not enough, which wants you to rampage through Dogtown and reach police wanted level 5. If you haven't played the game in a while, you now have a wanted star ranking just like GTA, and if you start causing crime and taking out cops, you can raise it. For the trophy, you have to do this in Dogtown specifically until you reach star number 5. Keep being a menace until they start sending in the heavies and you become the most wanted choom in Dogtown. Alright. Here comes the most dense part of the video as we tackle all the missable trophies in this trophy run, all related to the endings of this absolute juggernaut of a DLC. I don't know the best way to prepare you for this part, but maybe grab a pen and paper, be ready to pause the video a couple times, and definitely hit the like button. I had to slip that one in there while I still could. Alright, here we go. The main campaign has no shortage of endings, and neither does this DLC, which has 4 endings. I'm going to try, keyword try, to cover these 4 endings with the minimum amount of spoilers I could possibly share with you. But even with that much effort, I'm going to spoil something for you. And these endings are wild, so proceed cautiously. Make sure your mind is made up. First, let's set this up so you don't have to play the game 4 to 5 times to get all of these trophies. You're going to need manual saves in order to do all of this. You can play the DLC worry-free until you get to the main mission called Firestarter, which is pretty much at the end. When you walk down the stairs to the lab with Songbird, this is where you want to make your first manual save, and make sure you do it before interacting with her to do the objective. Okay, here is a very important part. Before the fireworks start, you will have the choice to choose two options. Help Songbird escape, I'm with you, is one of them. The second one says, help Reed capture Songbird, one more second. Choosing one of these options will lead you to getting very different endings. We're going to first choose help Songbird escape, I'm with you, and get all the trophies in this story branch first. You will know you did the right thing because after the mission is finished, you will get the main mission called the Killing Moon and return to Dogtown for a bit. You will also get another main job during this time called Run This Town from Mr. Hands, and completing this gives you the Spin Doctor trophy. It is part of the story, but it's not unmissable because as you visit Mr. Hands to accept it, you can actually choose not to do the mission, which makes the trophy missable. So you have to be careful not to decline the mission so you can go back and do the mission and get the trophy. However, with a manual save banked, you can always go back just in case you messed it up somehow. The mission will appear no matter which ending you go with, and it will appear either during the events that lead to those very endings or after you finish the endings and resume your activities in Night City. But once you continue on through the mission, the Killing Moon, which will be quite long, you will get to a part where the objective says, reach the control tower with Songbird. And it is your cue to prepare another manual save. You can either make it right then and there, or you can wait until you get into the room with the control tower and train to make the save, but once you get into combat, you won't have another chance to make a manual save after that. So better safe than sorry. I felt the pressure mounting at this point as I was ready to grab our first ending trophy called King of Wands. You will get to a point in your conversation with Songbird while riding the train where you need to choose either pick up Songbird or call Reed. And for this trophy, you will need to choose pick up Songbird. Then you will need to make the following dialogue choices on screen now as they appear. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but this will get you the King of Wands ending and trophy once you follow through to the credits. Now revert to your manual save on the train and choose the opposite choice, call Reed. This will lead to you getting the King of Swords trophy and ending. Make the following choices on screen as they appear in conversation when you choose the Call Reed option. Again, I'm not showing or talking about what happens, so just make those choices, and remember, if you mess it up, you have a manual save, don't worry. Now, with those two ending trophies collected, we have to go all the way back to that manual save made in the lab with Songbird and choose the opposite option. This time choose help Reed capture Songbird, one more second. And this will lead us down the path to getting two more endings. Now continue to play through the mission and play through the next subsequent mission called Somewhat Damaged. When you reach the point in the story where you can open the hatch to the core, that's all I will say about that. Make a manual save so you can quickly come back for the last ending. Now, for the King of Cups trophy and ending number 3, you will have to choose the dialogue option with Songbird that says, kill Somi, okay, I'll do it. That's the only option you need to worry about as you'll proceed right to the ending. Then once you hit the credits and the trophy pops, reload your manual save at the front of the machine core. Now choose the right options to get the King of Pentacles trophy. When the moment comes to choose Kill Somi, choose the option That's Not the Solution instead. Then choose Spare Somi and ride descending into the sunset like the other 3 to pop the 4th trophy. That will be all 4 DLC endings done. But hold on, we still have one more trophy left. So there is one thing that I have neglected to mention this whole time. When you finish the endings for either the King of Swords or King of Pentacles, you are not done. And this is gonna get wild. What this leads to is another ending not for the DLC, but a brand new ending for the main game. The trophy is called The Tower, and after you finish rolling credits on these two endings I mentioned, you will either get the mission Through Pain to Heaven if you finish the King of Swords ending, or you will receive the mission 407 if you just finished the King of Pentacles ending. Completing either of the missions after that will both lead to the mission Who Wants to Live Forever next. And then finishing this mission leads to the final mission, Things Done Changed. Through all of this, you just have to make sure you don't have second thoughts and back out of any decisions. You might want to make a manual save here before you reach the point of no return, but you have other saves just in case anyways. So just follow through all these missions to reach the brand new ending and get the trophy. No spoilers coming from me. Now, one thing to note is that if you get the 407 mission after the King of Cups ending, that's fine, but it plays out differently and doesn't lead into the missions you need for this new ending. And again, I'm not going to spoil this mission, but all I have to say as we collect this very last trophy for this trophy run is holy shit. Wow, that's bold. Overall, Phantom Liberty adds more deep thought to my mind about the Cyberpunk 2077 experience. This is definitely added to my list of the greatest DLCs of all time, no question about that, and the trophy run itself is excellent too. They made a meaty expansion that trophies could accentuate without going overboard like the base game sort of did. Not too many collectibles, and all the side gigs are different and meaningful. No repeats at all. With the update 2.0 major rehaul, there is no question in my mind that I recommend playing this game now, and the Phantom Liberty DLC, no question in my mind you need to play this. If you waited these 3 long years to play this game now, you won in the end, because this is the best state to play this game, with the only reason to wait any longer is short of holding out for a Game of the Year type version of the game where everything is bundled together. I'm already hungry for Cyberpunk 2. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making it and playing this game. Let me know down in the comments section if you're jumping back into the game. Let me know if you're going to play this game for the first time or if you've already played it in its more buggier state. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope all your trophy hunting expeditions in Dogtown are completely dire and decrepit like Dogtown. We're still in October. We're still in the spooky month. Peace out.